Queer theory, a dynamic and interdisciplinary field, has significantly influenced the discourse on gender, sexuality, and identity. Emerging in the late 20th century, it challenges traditional norms and assumptions, offering a lens through which to critically examine societal structures. This review delves into the key tenets of queer theory, its historical context, and its impact on various disciplines.
Before we dive in, if you find this content valuable, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment below. It truly helps us grow. Now, let's get started.
Historical context: a rebellion against normativity. The historical emergence of queer theory finds its roots in the crucible of the early LGBTQ+ rights movements, notably ignited by the watershed moment of the Stonewall riots in 1969, New York City. This uprising, driven by the LGBTQ+ community's defiance against systemic oppression, became a catalyst for intellectual rebellion. It provided fertile ground for the blossoming of queer theory, a dynamic paradigm aiming to dismantle oppressive norms and confront the pervasive influence of heteronormativity. The echoes of Stonewall resonate within queer theory, reminding us of the enduring spirit of resistance that continues to shape conversations around gender, sexuality, and societal norms. Foundational concepts: deconstructing norms and binaries. At its essence, queer theory is a radical commitment to unraveling entrenched norms and binaries, reshaping the discourse surrounding gender and sexuality. This paradigm challenges the rigidity of fixed categories, opting for a paradigm that champions fluidity and variability in the understanding of identity. Pioneering scholars like Judith Butler have played a pivotal role, notably through her groundbreaking work on performativity. According to Butler, gender isn't an intrinsic trait but a series of acts performed within a cultural context. This revolutionary perspective disrupts the conventional binary framework of male and female, laying the groundwork for a more inclusive comprehension of identity that transcends traditional boundaries. By questioning the very foundations of these norms, queer theory opens up new avenues for exploring the intricate tapestry of human identity, fostering a dynamic and liberated understanding that embraces the diversity inherent in the human experience. Critique of heteronormativity: unmasking power dynamics. Queer theory's critical lens extends to a fundamental deconstruction of heteronormativity, exposing the deeply ingrained assumption that heterosexuality is the societal norm. This intellectual rebellion seeks to unveil the power dynamics inscribed within societal structures. Drawing heavily from Michel Foucault's insights, queer theory investigates the mechanisms through which power operates within discourses and institutions, actively shaping and regulating societal perceptions of sexual norms. This probing examination serves as a catalyst for a broader societal reevaluation, forcing a confrontation with the inherent power imbalances that disproportionately affect marginalized communities. By unraveling the layers of heteronormativity, queer theory invites us to question and redefine the power structures that perpetuate inequality, offering a pathway towards a more equitable and inclusive societal framework. Intersectionality, beyond homogeneity. Queer theory's acknowledgement of intersectionality goes beyond a singular focus on gender and sexuality, recognizing the intricate interplay of social categories such as race, class, and ability. Kimberly Crenshaw's concept of intersectionality, crucial in this discourse, offers a lens through which to understand the multifaceted layers of oppression experienced by individuals. The realization that queer individuals are not a monolithic group but exist within a web of intersecting factors is central to this perspective. This intersectional approach enriches queer theory by providing a more nuanced understanding of the diverse and complex realities within the LGBTQ+ community. It emphasizes that identities are multifaceted and interconnected, urging a comprehensive examination of the various dimensions of privilege and marginalization. By embracing intersectionality, queer theory moves beyond simplistic categorizations, contributing to a more inclusive and comprehensive analysis of the lived experiences of diverse individuals within the LGBTQ+ spectrum. Language and representation, redefining narratives. Queer theory's critical examination extends to the realm of language and representation, acknowledging their profound influence on societal attitudes. By scrutinizing existing linguistic frameworks, queer theory exposes how language can contribute to the marginalization of non-normative identities. This intellectual rebellion prompts a challenge to linguistic norms, advocating for the use of inclusive language and the reclamation of slurs. These linguistic interventions are not merely semantic adjustments, they are powerful tools for reshaping societal narratives. Through the deliberate choice of language, queer theory seeks to offer a more authentic and nuanced representation of diverse experiences within the LGBTQ+ community. This linguistic activism is a form of empowerment, providing marginalized voices with a sense of agency as they actively contribute to the reshaping of societal narratives and the construction of a more inclusive cultural discourse. Sexuality as performance, Judith Butler's influence. Judith Butler's indelible impact on queer theory reverberates through her profound exploration of gender performativity. In dismantling the notion of a fixed gender identity, Butler provocatively asserts that gender is an ongoing performance intricately shaped by societal norms. This performative lens, as championed by Butler, extends beyond the realm of gender to encompass sexuality. By challenging the conventional understanding of fixed sexual orientations, queer theory under Butler's influence disrupts rigid categories, ushering in a more fluid and liberated comprehension of desire. This conceptualization of sexuality as a performative act encourages a dynamic exploration of individual expressions of desire, transcending preconceived boundaries. In essence, Butler's intellectual contributions not only redefine the foundations of gender and sexuality within queer theory but also pave the way for a more inclusive and expansive understanding of the multifaceted nature of human identity and desire. Queer space, beyond physical boundaries. Queer theory extends its critical gaze to the concept of space, transcending physical boundaries. It examines how spaces are inherently gendered and heteronormative, excluding non-normative identities. Queer spaces, whether physical or virtual, become essential for fostering a sense of belonging and resisting normative pressures. The reclaiming and transformation of spaces serve as acts of resistance, challenging the existing power dynamics embedded in societal structures. Challenges and criticisms. Navigating complex terrain. Despite its transformative potential, queer theory is not without its challenges and criticisms. Some argue that its deconstructionist approach can lead to a perceived lack of stability and coherence. Others critique the potential for elitism within academic circles, questioning the accessibility of queer theory to a broader audience. Navigating these complexities is essential for the continued evolution of queer theory as an inclusive and impactful intellectual framework. Impact across disciplines, a transdisciplinary force. Queer theory's influence extends beyond the realms of gender and sexuality studies, infiltrating various disciplines. Its transdisciplinary nature allows for a re-evaluation of established norms in fields such as literature, sociology, psychology, and the arts. The lens of queer theory prompts scholars to question assumptions, fostering a more inclusive and intersectional approach to academic inquiry. Queer theory's journey is one of continuous evolution and liberation. From its roots in activism to its widespread influence across disciplines, it has reshaped how we understand identity, sexuality, and power. By deconstructing norms, challenging heteronormativity, and embracing intersectionality, queer theory invites us to reimagine a world where diversity is celebrated, and individuals are free to navigate the complex landscape of their identities. As we continue to grapple with societal norms, queer theory remains a vital compass guiding us toward a more inclusive and equitable future.